Hey guys, it's Sean Zinn, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor. This is live number 14 on the year, and I want to continue to provide you value to help you by helping you grow your business and get you to the next level. And this is why I have these conversations with these top-notch rock stars in all industries. Today, I have Damon Edwards, and we bring him on. There he is. What's going on, Damon?
What's going on, Sean? Good afternoon, everybody.
Thanks so much for joining us. I know I don't know if you're not going out. I'm sure, so we're all stuck in. So we might as well take advantage of this, right?
Absolutely. Well, I'm going out in a little bit. I got to get out there and exercise.
Oh, that's 100%. Oh, it's beautiful out today compared to yesterday. So definitely, I'm with you. It's important to stay active. And for those that are new to this live, if you don't know who Damon is, we're going to have him speak on his behalf. But those that are on right now, there's about 7 or 8 right now. Hashtag live, comment. Let's have some comments, have some engagements. If you have a business, put your website, put where you're watching us from, and if you want, put your cell phone so we can reach out later, collaborate, and grow our business. So, Damon, give us a little introduction of what you're doing in your business and who you are.
All right, good afternoon again. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. My name is Damon Edwards, Realtor for Keller Williams Elite in Metuchen. Been a realtor for a little over 3 years now. Obviously, with the coronavirus going on, real estate is still moving, but definitely a lot slower right now. So just trying to remain busy wherever I can. For us, we do have the green light to continue showing, but they're just obviously telling us to be cautious of going out there and interacting with new buyers and sellers. So for me, I'm just trying to really continue to show vacant homes if I could, and or coordinate the sellers to vacate the home for a little bit so the buyers and I can get in there and keep everything rolling.
Yeah, I mean, if they coordinate well, that family that's in that home, go for a walk. Just go for an hour walk. Give some time so you can get in there. Make sure you wear. I'm sure you're probably wearing a mask and cleaning everything before you get in there. But it's important to continue working and continue to market yourselves. That's important, especially this time. This is a unique thing everyone's involved with. It's not like just a few people are involved with. This is everybody. So I think definitely if you have some opportunities and it's vacant, great opportunity to show some homes. Or are you doing anything with maybe going to those homes and doing like an open house, but virtually?
I haven't. Thankfully, the listings that I had on the market are currently under contract, so that's a blessing. But I know a lot of the agents in my office and agents that I'm friends with, they're setting up the virtual tours so people can still get a chance to get in the house, so to speak, and put offers in. And some are actually still getting offers submitted and accepted by doing that. So it's working. It's obviously a different tactic that we're using, but I mean, it honestly happens a lot more than people realize. It happens a lot with international clients. If they're in a different country, they're obviously not able to get here. So they've been purchasing homes via virtual tours, this entire time. So we're just using that now on the home front. That's all.
Hey, it's something that you should have in your arsenal. It should be a toolbox for when we get through this. You should continue doing these things as well. Have the face-to-face. I can knock out 5 to 8 virtual meetings every day.
Yeah.
And if you have to go meet people and have coffee, people, guess what? They cancel sometimes. A virtual meeting, you can set something up immediately. After this live, you could have a couple people you just jump on a quick meeting and you find out who they are. And this is face-to-face still.
Yeah, I had a virtual buyer consultation actually last week just because, I didn't want to lose out on that lead and not make contact with them. So, we obviously had a phone conversation, but I just wanted to kind of get in front of them face-to-face. So we did a quick Zoom call, just went over everything we normally would, when we sit down in the office or at Starbucks or something like that, and just got the ball rolling. And actually, we do plan on heading out this weekend to check out a couple properties, but that was a first for me. And it was very simple. I mean, we've been doing it too, also with my office. The ALC members are hopping on Zoom meetings. We had a meeting this morning that we normally have a team meeting in the office, but today they had it on Zoom instead. So we're just adjusting and trying to get things, going as best we could, because the reality is the economy needs real estate transactions to continue closing. So
Oh
we
yeah.
can't just lay down and wait for it to, be over. So.
No, for sure. And a lot of the times when we have these conversations, I like to go over a couple things. I want to go over, I know some people, this is a whole different change. Family's home now, you're working from home. So I like to talk about what things that people are doing with their family, talk about, what are some things that are keeping yourself healthy. And then we'll talk about business and how we can give some tips or tricks of what you're doing, maybe that you can share with our communities. So I know for me, I enjoy being home with my wife and my daughter. And yes, it's a little challenging sometimes because you gotta, take turns maybe. And because mine is 14 months old, she's almost walking. So
I see her almost walking.
it's crazy. So it's her walking back and forth. So we spend a lot of time just sitting on the floor with her. But there's days that she's like a terror, and you're like, oh my God. But it's what you have to deal with. But I enjoy it. What about you? What is going on with you?
Yeah, I mean, anyone who knows me knows that I love my kids. I love being around them. Definitely a little challenging being with them all day long now. I'm used to them at least going away during school hours, and I'm still able to handle things that I need to handle real estate wise, and then put on my daddy hat after school's over. So it's been challenging that way, but just trying to make sure that they're completing their school assignments, which I do not want to continue being a teacher. Let me put that out there. But so making sure they get their schoolwork done, and then also same thing for them. I'm sure they're getting bored, being in the house. So we've been just taking them outside and trying to get them to the parks whenever possible. I know some towns are actually, closing off the parks to make sure people stay inside. So that is something that we need to be mindful of, but just really trying to get them out as often as possible, weather permitting, even if it's for a walk. We've been doing that. Yesterday we did an arts and crafts, session, and the kids, colored on wood letters and things like that. So just trying to really keep everybody active, because this is making me personally, I'm going stir crazy in this house. I can't wait to get out. So.
Oh man, the face to face, the belly to belly, the handshaking and all that stuff like we used to do is like out of the window right now. But that's what I'm missing is having. That's why I'm trying to do more of these, so at least I'm having some kind of connections with people, because you're around only your little family the entire day and days, and now a couple weeks, and it's just something we all have to deal with. And I'm glad you're like, how are you coming up with some of the ideas to do with your kids? Are you seeing stuff on any platforms or?
Not really, just kind of winging it, honestly. It's really, I've seen a lot of posts from a couple of friends of mine, where they're kind of setting up structured days for their kids, which is great. I just haven't done it that way personally, just really getting up day to day and just figuring out, hey, what can we do today to, keep everybody in good spirits and positive and not bored. So that's just, what we're doing. Like I said, after this call, I'm going to head out to the park, just get active. I'll most likely bring them out too. And that'll be our activity for the day before we lock it back down for the rest of the day. So that's really it for me.
No, that's awesome. Guys, those that are watching us, don't forget to hit that love button, hit that wow button, hit the share button. We want to help as many people as possible. And also, if you're watching us, hashtag live on the replay, hashtag replay. And what are you guys doing with your kids? Are you structured? Are you helping with their homework? Do you have any random things you're doing? So let's try to help others that are watching, have some other ideas so that they don't go crazy. Now, let's move into like health. How important is health for you, your family, and what are some things that you're doing currently right now compared to what you were doing before? This crazy.
Well, like I said, I'm just really trying to remain active. It's very easy for us to, sit on the couch and eat junk food and watch Netflix. And I'm definitely guilty of doing that the first couple days. But after a few days of doing that, it's just really important that we remain active. I see a lot of people putting up videos as far as push-up challenges or just home workouts or live DJs, for example. So everyone's dancing in their living rooms. So we're just really trying to figure out ways to just keep everyone active, keep everyone positive, because this is a trying time, and it's a lot of people really don't have the answers of what to do because we've never been here before. So it's just really about coming together, checking in with family, making sure your family's healthy. We just had, or we're currently going through somewhat of a scare in my family where, someone close to the family was diagnosed with coronavirus.
Gotcha.
So, we understand, and a lot of us, I guess, don't believe it until it hits home or someone close to you, gets infected with it. So that was definitely an eye opener, for me and my family. But at the end of the day, just prayer goes out to those people, and just overall staying healthy, physically, mentally, emotionally, and hopefully this will be over sooner than later.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I like that idea as far as those that are doing the push-up challenge or you're videotaping yourself doing a workout. That actually creates accountability. And if someone really thought about it, if you do that consistently, like for not just for this week or for the couple weeks we're going to be in quarantine, just consistently doing that, you're proving you're working out. And actually now you'll be upset, you're angry at yourself if you miss a workout. I'm not videotaping me. So it's definitely a good habit to create in this time going forward. And next I want to move into, and again, I have a bunch of you jumping on. A lot of you are shy today. Definitely drop a comment, say hi. Drop a comment, just say hi. Let's see who's out there. And if you are one that's involved with business, you're going to get some free publicity here. If you want to put your website up, I'll put it up on the screen. So, hey, guys, engage us. Ask any questions you might have. Let's go into business. You're in real estate. You've been doing real estate for a little while. What are some ways that you're generating leads? Or if you want to talk about, cold calling, or do you door knock? Let's go into some things that can help others that are watching, and not even just real estate, maybe just in business in general. How do you conduct meetings or emails or etc.?
For me, I was intending to hit the spring market, by doing those door knocking activities and things like that. But obviously we kind of have to, come up with an alternate plan right now. For me, I had to kind of slow up some leads because I don't want to continue getting as many leads as I was and not really being able to get out and get face to face with them. So for the most part, just obviously maintaining what I currently have, still farming those leads that are, I'm still working, making sure I'm still trying to get them under contract as best as possible. Still continuing the marketing, but I'm just not ramping it up as much because I don't know, what's to come. And I don't want to have too many leads that are sitting there dying. And obviously that's a waste of money and attention and things like that. So just really trying to tread carefully, and not expend too much. I did see one of the questions saying, what's the best approach to a potential client as far as suggesting a virtual meeting? For me, I'm very accessible on Instagram, Facebook. My information is on my in my bio. So anyone can always reach out to me and just schedule a call the same way you and I did. And I'm always available for that, especially nowadays. Don't have much going on. So
Right.
I can do a virtual meeting pretty much whenever. So for those of you who are looking to get into the market, it's an unsure market at the time, but I'm very optimistic that the market will not be affected too much by what's going on. Sellers still need to sell, buyers still need to buy. So definitely reach out. Let's set up a call, and when the time is right, and or when we can get into property safely, we'll make that happen. So don't be discouraged as far as getting out into the market if that was your intention before all this happened.
Oh yeah, this is just a time of a little bit of a pause, I guess you want to say.
Yeah.
So it's just something that we're all going through. I want to shout out to Salinas, Joe Esposito, Mike Rady. Guys, you guys are awesome. We appreciate you checking us out. It's important that we are always connecting, always growing. What about before this virus? What was your, beginning, your morning routines that you might have had before? Has that been a major factor, or has it changed recently because of what's happening?
Yeah, for me, I'm the type of agent where I need to get into a routine. I'm also one that produces better when I'm actually going to the office regularly. And that just comes from my background of having a typical 9-to-5 job. Although I do work well from home, sometimes, you get stagnant at home. You get very lazy because the couch is there, the TV's there. There's a lot of distractions there. So for me, it was get up, get the kids off to school, go to the gym, and then head to the office by, 10 o'clock typically, and start my day there, making calls, following up with clients, putting in offers, whatever needed to be done for that day. But that's typically how I did it. And, I would stay at the office, for a few hours pending any appointments that I had scheduled. And then obviously evening showings, after I got the kids and settled in with that. So that was typically my routine, before all this happened. And, I can't wait to get back to that, honestly.
Oh, 100%. I mean, It's coming. It's just a time frame, and a lot of people shouldn't treat this as a vacation. This is stuff
No.
that we definitely should continue marketing yourself. Use social media. I understand what you're saying as far as you don't want to generate too many leads because then you can't really do much yet as far as showing properties. But I think hooking up with a videographer, a photographer, those are the guys or ladies that you could probably utilize to go to these properties, do a virtual tour and treat it as every client is someone that's overseas. So
Yeah.
that could be a whole different mindset for people going forward. Hey, we're not going to be able to show properties, but we can do a social media list to actually get exposure for that listing that you might have.
Yeah, and I mean, I've done things like that in the past where, investors, for example, they might be busy on the road and they can't take a look at this property that just hit the market. And given our crazy market right now, if you wait a couple of days, that property's under contract. So, I've been doing video tours for investors for a while now. So that's something that, I will try to continue, pending the availability of those properties. But it's a good idea also for other agents as well. If you have the time and it's a vacant property, et cetera, just go ahead and do a video walkthrough. It's a couple-minute walkthrough, send in the video. It's just like a virtual tour. You did it yourself. And hopefully they can put in an offer based on what they've seen that way.
Exactly. And I would tell those that are watching, and I have my wife watching, I think Natalie's watching, if you are continuing to grow your own brand, I don't care what company you work for, you should always have and create your own brand because they don't buy from the company, they buy from you.
Exactly.
And it's important to have that and establish that. And some people said, I had no time before. Well, we have a lot of time right now. So you could definitely take some pictures and upload to Instagram and do some short videos up there, do a little longer videos on Facebook, because it's time to really up your game on the social media front for sure. And not even just talking about real estate, just educate and provide value, because when this thing turns, you want to have the floodgates open because they're going to all think about you when that time comes.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, obviously spring market is almost here. And as agents, we're preparing to be busy from, Labor Day, Memorial Day to Labor Day. But I feel like this year it's going to be 3 times that because people are going to be trying to make up for lost time. And, so if you're a productive agent and pretty busy agent, we're all preparing to, definitely times that. So I'm anxious. I'm looking forward to it, and I think it'll do well for us overall. So,
no, that's awesome. Is there any final thoughts you want to share with our communities today?
The main thing is everyone stay safe. First of all, I know we talked a lot about real estate, but that isn't the most important thing. Human life is the most important thing. So just make sure we're all staying safe. Try to follow these executive orders as best we can. And definitely practice social distancing. I know as agents, it's hard, for us to do that, but for most of us who can, and definitely shout out to all the medical workers who are putting their lives and their families' lives at risk to help, the rest of us. But the main thing is, stay healthy, stay positive, try to get out there if you can just to stay active. I know mental health is a big issue that a lot of people are dealing with right now by being stuck in the house. So definitely, if you have mental health issues, make sure you take care of that. We really don't want to lose unnecessary lives due to this, pandemic going on. So the main thing is just taking care of yourself, taking care of those you love, and hopefully we come out of this better people.
No, for sure. You said it great. And how do they get in contact with you, Damon?
Best way to contact me is texting, calling, phone number 908-251-4772. And like I said, I'm also on Facebook, Damon Edwards, and also on Instagram, D_NJ Realtor. So definitely reach out on either one of those platforms or text me directly. And hopefully I can be of assistance to you, whether answering questions or working together. But definitely don't hesitate to reach out.
Thanks so much for your time, my man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate
and,
you.
Looking forward to doing a lot of business, after this craziness is over. I'll fist pump you because we can't do much otherwise. And it's been great talking to you and seeing you again. And we'll be in touch soon.
All right. Thanks, Sean. Take care, buddy.
You got it. You got it, Damon. Talk to you later.
All right.
Bye-bye. There you have it, guys. another wonderful guest on the Connection Conversation show. If you guys need anything, please reach out. I want to make sure that those that haven't already have been able to see the website. Make sure you check it out. If you need any insurance quotes, it's right here. If you need anything as far as a connection from any of the services that I provide and can help you with, from, as you can see, flooring, solar, any real estate attorneys, home inspections, booking vacations, which will be down the road. But I want to make sure you guys have seen that. And if you need anything, please don't hesitate to call. And I appreciate you all. Have yourself an awesome day.